Money, 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 money. That's all I ever hear in this house.
Manny, look at this. Play.
The outlet pass for Keller, a defenseman. Nice move. Comes to the net. Score! Megan Keller, the overtime hero. United States. Rich gold and belong. You want to play along?
Once again, triple left, double.
Hey now, welcome everybody to your Humm Daddies. What an intro. I enjoyed that thoroughly. Dave Greenstein producing that beautiful bit of Olympic glory. Joe Starkey in his Kansas City A's hat. And
Get the local A's hat, buddy. Don't get it wrong. Come on.
And I'm Jake Lucas. And here we are. We are the Humm Daddies. We're happy to see you guys. It is spring training. It is Olympics. It is the second half of the NBA. Warriors basketball is in full effect, and boy, is it fun to watch. So, hello everybody out there in YouTube land. How you guys doing?
Could be better. Could be better. Sports wise, I mean, I feel very patriotic with all the Olympic action. That's kind of fun. I'm enjoying that.
Mm-hmm.
Big sports, NBA, not so much. Feeling pretty glass half empty here. How about you guys?
Poo-poo. The Warriors, they're getting ready to hit the tank button and flush the season down the toilet while we enjoy Olympics and the World Cup and forget the NBA playoffs altogether. I think this season is looking to be more or less wrapped up because Steph is foreseeably out for a while. There's no reason really to bring him back, in my opinion, at this point. But I guess we still have 27 games left or so. So, maybe this is one bad night and we forget about it and we move on. But it feels pretty bad right now if you're a Dubs fan.
I feel like such an idiot. The spread tonight was 4.5 points for Boston. They were minus 4.5. Should have hammered Boston on that one. Good God. I mean, what are we doing here? So I was wondering if I was asking these guys, was DeAnthony Melton on minutes restriction? He was initially when he came off his ACL because he was playing great ball, taking the ball to the hole, swinging it out. Draymond would, brick wide open threes. He does that. But for the most part, the Warriors were hanging in there. And then Kerr puts in this lineup of Pods is like the main dude in the lineup. He hits his first three. Crowd wants to boo him, but not yet. Wait until that second shot. He airballed a mid-range, and then the crowd started getting on him. And it just went all downhill from there. Kerr kept the same guys in. All the starters were out. Porzingis came in and looked kind of, he looked all right. Horford looked all right. But, God, there's nothing doing, man. I think they might be starting to tank on purpose. And
This is a guards league, Jake. It's a guards league, and we ain't got any right now. We have zero. Goose egg. No guards.
When you sent out the Steph is not playing tonight or playing tomorrow, you sent it out yesterday. He's not playing today. I was just like, well, what am I doing here? This is over. There's nothing going. We don't have Steph. We got a bunch of YMCA boys playing. This is not happening.
Speaking of which, Pat Spencer was in the starting lineup, hit a three out the gate.
I mean,
yeah, looking
he's
good.
He's all city YMCA. He's great. But we're not going to be going to the playoffs, let alone doing anything in the playoffs. So who are we kidding? I was all excited about the zinger. I thought that was kind of fun. Get a big man in the lineup. We haven't had a guy like him. I can't remember when. So, yeah, that took the rest right out of my season. I don't know about you guys.
I'm sure Kristaps is like, who the hell am I playing with? Who are these guys?
Where's
they
Steph?
put him in? They put him in the second quarter, and I mean, he hit like the step back three, just wet with the clock winding down. It was like, damn, he's skilled, but who's around him? You had GP2, Pods, Richard, and Horford, I mean, great. You know, it's not going to win you games, really.
Bunch of misfits and nobodies.
They also just got run off the floor. Like, they're not playing defense, or I don't know. The Boston offensive set is just incredible, I guess. I don't know. We look just totally outmatched by a seemingly pretty average Peyton Pritchard team. I don't know.
Jason Tatum, no problem. They waxed us. So,
yeah, we're talking about this as it's over, but they're down 30 in the third quarter or something.
It's been over since the second quarter, bro. I was watching it. Yeah. Anyway,
well, with
that's
that,
for you.
We're going to jump early into our audio clips because I feel like it's important to represent the Steph Curry injury and what it really means. So here we go. Steve Kerr coming at you.
Steve, how's Steph?
I haven't talked to him today. I talked to him yesterday, and the MRI was clean. But, yeah, we're going to give him 10 days, and we'll reevaluate at that point.
You talked about it a little bit last night, but obviously because he is who he is, there's always concern. Are you more concerned now, post-MRI and everything, that this is still lingering, or is there hope, at least within, that this break is going to give him some time to finally?
Yeah, there's plenty of hope that that'll be the case, and but you know, it's just lingering soreness, and we were hoping that obviously he'd be ready for tonight after getting the All-Star break, but wasn't the case. He just needs more time.
Do you have to let it linger?
Yeah, there you go. I don't know, Jake. Can you sing the Muse, "The Great Reset"? Because we're getting ready. Steph Curry's knees are the most important knees this franchise has ever had, and NBA basketball players' careers typically end when there's the Achilles tear, broken knees, or some other bizarro injury, ACL, that's trying to just limits your ability to perform. Steph Curry, if he can run around the court, he doesn't need to jump a whole lot, but without knees, he's done. I mean, so I wouldn't play him the rest of the year. I'd try and just, see if he can get healthy for next year. Just get everybody as healthy as possible again, and just cross your fingers and hope we got one more run next year. And then after that, I think it's turn the key on this franchise.
Yeah,
sorry for the bleak outtake, but
yeah, Dave. I kind of always envisioned Steph playing like into his 40s, just gonna keep playing. But you know what? He can do that still. I think you just sit in the corner and shoot some threes, and make some free throws and play old man basketball. But he can't be going into his 39-year-old season, be the focal point, getting double covered, the only emphasis we have on offense. That ain't going to work anymore. We need to get over this. Steph is our end all offensive player. Like, we got to come up with the next thing. Steph can hang out and shoot corner threes still. He can do that for another 5 years. He just can't be getting beat up and going to the hoop and just getting swatted away and, hurting his knees.
The way you make it sound, it sounds a little bit like the way this isn't a fair comparison by any stretch, but the way Lou Williams became the Clippers' sixth man who just dominated everybody in kind of the latter part of his career. Not saying Curry needs to be a sixth man, but you don't need to have Steph Curry be the main style of offensive threat. You have him come in and you run the Curry offense for 10 to 12 minutes a game. And then after that, you run your typical, whatever your new offense is with other players.
No, he's the Heat Ray Allen. He's Ray Allen at the end of his career. He's
exactly what I was going to say.
He's the corner three guy, like Starkey said. He's not a six man. He's like your second or third scoring option down the clutch kind of thing. He can't run around miles and miles a game. He's shown he can't take it anymore. Last year in the playoffs, out. This year, second half of the season, out. He's not there. He's 38 years goddamn old. He's done.
What is he doing? He just sits in the corner, Jake? Does he just sit? He doesn't run anymore. He just sits in the corner
now.
Ray Allen's a great comp. They won a title with him as like the third guy.
Right.
If he's the second or third guy, we can be a good team. He's not washed up. I think he's got years to go. He just can't be the only offensive player on the team anymore.
And he can't play like he used to. He can't keep that kind of energy and that kind of mileage up every game running around like that. He's too old for it. He can't withstand it anymore, and it's obvious. The last 2 years, he hasn't been able to. Last year, he did until the second round of the playoffs. This year, he couldn't even go past the All-Star break or into the All-Star break. So it looks like the era's done with him doing that.
Not to disparage the guy. I mean,
no, not at all. It's not his fault. He's old.
Specimen of a hardworking athlete. I'm very impressed what he's done physically at this point in his career. So it's like no disparagement. He's wearing down.
Yeah,
no one ever played like him before. By the way,
yeah, I just think that the style of which Curry plays can continue. He just has to do it a hell of a lot less.
That's
because the reality is like, how are you going to really totally? I mean, he's a good enough player where he can evolve his game around some others, I'm sure. And he has, because he's played on Olympic teams where he doesn't have to be the number one option until they decide you're on fire, go for it.
Yeah,
but he's going to have to go play on a team where your point is what has been made, which is good. And I agree. Number 3 guy. He needs to become the number 3 guy on this basketball team for the rest of his career.
At least the number 1.5 guy. He just can't be Steph being 1, and then you got like 4 and 5. Like, it can't be so far from anybody in his sphere.
It can't be no other plan except Steph has to be out there and just work magic. And that's what the Warriors' plan is right now. Steph needs to be healthy.
So should we pick up LeBron next year? Joe, what do you think?
Yeah, a Miami Heat 2013-14 LeBron would be a great pickup. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's easier said than done, I guess, right?
I just don't want I think the last couple of days we've realized it's kind of become this sweeping realization that it's not just Steph and add a guy to Steph. It seems like the Steph era might be all together not what it was. It might be a different thing now. And he's showing it by, his availability hasn't been there.
How many guards in the NBA have ever made it this long into their career? I mean, playing at his level, even nobody, but playing at all. I mean, it's just the position typically for an older player is to play on the low box, and the low box game isn't really what it used to be anymore anyway. So there's not that many guys that are old that are still in the game, except for Kevin Durant, LeBron James, James Harden, who I think James Harden is probably the most durable, and Kevin Durant, surprisingly, of all the older players right now. But how do you model your game to stick around that much longer? It just feels like there's just no way. I mean, Chris Paul had a lot of longevity as well, and he's done. And I think he was 39 when he retired this year. So it can't last much longer.
I think Warriors fans got to get a grip. I think we got to get real. This is it's ain't 2022 anymore. 2022 was a damn miracle.
Yeah.
And that was 4 years ago. So I think it's time to get real. This year's cash, so sorry. I mean, it'll be fun to watch Santos and Pat Spencer and Will Richard and maybe a little Anthony Melton.
Well, hey, cheers to the end of a 2025-26 Warriors season, fellas.
Yeah.
It was a hell of a ride until Butler blew out his ACL, and we finally dropped off Kuminga and got rid of that guy.
I mean, the current roster, if we're all healthy, actually, I think would be a pretty nice roster. Now we got with a healthy Butler and a Porzingis. I kind of like it.
Yeah, but Porzingis is a free agent after this year. And
no, I know the current roster that we have. If everybody was healthy, by the way,
I know.
What happened? What did we do?
I'm going to see the Elvis concert movie this weekend. He's not alive anymore, but we all have dreams. I wish I could see him live still.
What did we do to deserve all these injuries over like the last 6 months? This is getting ridiculous. I'm tired of it. All of our best players. Who's left?
So we were talking about this, the Giants and the Warriors. You're not a Giants fan, but we've been treated to some unbelievable, like bucket list style ball from both of these teams in our 20s and 30s. So sometimes, you can't have it all. It's gonna, the fire fades, the glory fades, and you got to pick it back up, and you got to start all over again. And I think we're at that point.
Yeah, the Giants, we saw it kind of come to a close. I kind of saw it as the tail end of Lincecum and Kane. I know we had a little bit of firepower left with Bumgarner, and we certainly had that last run where we won 107 games, but we couldn't get past the Dodgers. That was kind of the last hurrah. I think we kind of saw that with the Warriors last year, and kind of making a hard push to the playoffs, seeming like we had a chance to do something, and then we just had bad luck with injuries, like the Giants had bad luck against the Dodgers with a shitty, first base umpire call that ruined our shot of continuing. But hey, listen, it's sports. We get up the next day and we figure out who else to watch. And right now it's the Winter Olympics and it's all the ladies.
Yeah, do you think the Atlanta Hawks are saying those poor Warriors, or the Hornets are saying those poor Warriors?
No.
Like,
No.
let's count our blessings. It's we got a shitty situation right now, but we have enough greatness to fall back on to keep us. I just want a little
Satiated.
more, a little more perspective amongst Warriors fans, because a lot of the newcomers to the party are spoiled rotten and they act like little spoiled what's, and it's sickening when you hear them on local talk radio saying, "Man, I feel betrayed by the Warriors." Shut up! You're not betrayed by the Warriors.
No.
Yeah, we had a good run,
Yeah.
good run. I think we could have won in 2019, but we had no business winning 2022, 4 titles, and the talk of the town, the value that Joe Lacob has made on this franchise is incredible. But I think the tide has turned. It was hard seeing Klay Thompson go. I think Draymond Green, his time has come. I was watching this guy.
Yep.
It's toast, dude. I don't know.
Tostitos.
He's been such a warrior for us. Well, I guess I don't know, a warrior, but it just such a gamer. I haven't experienced a guy that just like the will to win as high of a level as Draymond Green, and having him on your team is pretty fun to watch. He's not always fun to watch if he's not on your team, but if he's on your team, you kind of feel like you have an edge.
The current iteration has Draymond Green, though, shooting threes upwards of 6-7 times a game, and that's not a recipe for winning basketball.
No.
I saw the guy go 0 for 4 from 3 in the first quarter tonight on wide open looks, and it was ugly. It was not fun to watch. So that kind of basketball needs to stop being played. It's time to really change things up, and I think it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I was looking at Peyton Pritchard and Derek White look like Magic Johnson and James Worthy here.
Yeah, the Warriors JV team right now really makes other teams look quite special.
No kidding.
So, I mean, listen, we were chatting about this. I don't know if you guys want to go into our Mount Rushmore, because we are kind of, have been talking about the great sports players of the, our last 40 years for the Bay Area and how that compares to others and how grateful we should be, because I think our Rushmore, I think it's the best, to be honest. I'm obviously biased.
What you mean by Mount Rushmore, David?
Well, Mount Rushmore, the 4 presidents. In this case, we like to create this concept of who are the greatest whatevers of all time, and you put them on your Mount Rushmore, your top 4. In this case, what our conversation was about was the 4 major sports, that being NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL. Those are the 4 top sports. If you had to pick one player that was either the most electric or the best from your team that played, let's say, the majority of their career on your team from your hometown, who would you put up? You can't pick, if you're in New York, great, you got the New York Yankees. You could pick every single Yankee player, but not on this Mount Rushmore. You got to pick one from every single different sport. And I feel like the Bay Area, we are extremely well-rounded. We don't necessarily have all the championships compared to some of the other cities, but we've got some pretty damn special players. And I'd say the championships they just come in different eras. The 80s and 90s were the Niners, the early 2000s into the, early 2010s, we saw the Giants, and then we saw the rise of the Warriors. The Sharks were good for a good span of about 20 years, even though they couldn't put a championship, a Stanley Cup together. And now we're seeing the rise of Celebrini and maybe a new era in NHL. So what do you guys think?
Don't forget my late 80s, early 90s Oakland A's. I feel like the 88 to 90 Oakland A's might have had the best freaking team going.
You're right. There are some arguments there that was one of the greatest MLB teams for sure. No doubt.
Mike Krukow, the Giants broadcaster, Giants great, said that this Dodgers iteration reminds him of the late 80s A's. He said that was one of the most impressive lineups he ever had to face. And that's what it's like for pitchers now pitching to the Dodgers.
And yeah, don't get me going. A great lineup, and then you had Dennis Eckersley closing it, Dave Stewart starting, 27 wins out of Bob Welch. I mean, it was a pretty damn good team. But yeah, I mean, you were just so blessed with. You're talking about Mount Rushmore, Dave, and so you look at the Bay Area Mount Rushmore of the 4 sports, and I'm jotting down Bonds for baseball. I suppose we're doing it of our generation, so that doesn't count.
No. It's the last 40 years is kind of the way I like to look at it. The last 4 decades. Okay. Let's kind of start there. So in roughly the mid 80s, when we would have started to watch sports, so that it's more electric for us. Late 80s.
Yeah. So you got Bonds for baseball. I'd say Curry's pretty obvious for basketball. Football, you could go in a few different directions, but I think the consensus choice would be Jerry Rice. You could say Joe Montana. You could say
Kevin Barlow.
Kevin Barlow.
Kevin Barlow. The amazing one season that Deion Sanders put together. No. It's Jerry. It's Joe. It's Steve.
Yeah.
Jimmy G. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think Montana Rice. Are we going Rice here?
No, Rice is definitely,
I go Rice.
In our generation, it's Rice over Montana because Montana was fading out as a Niner when we were coming of age.
I also want to say Jerry Rice is like the best wide receiver.
Best football player ever, maybe.
The original GOAT, right?
Yeah.
So we got 3 incredible players. And then you got hockey. I guess I'm thinking Joe Thornton
or Marlowe.
Marlowe, either one. They're both Hall of Famers.
It's looking like Celebrini's going to be there real soon. But
19-year-old celebrating the celebrator. He, I mean, this could be quite a foursome. He, calls it a day. So
yeah,
I think we're looking pretty good.
And I mean, it's kind of an embarrassment of riches because you have your late 80s A's and early 90s A's. You have your 2010s Giants. On top of Steph Curry, he's obviously the one, but you have Kevin Durant, who's one of the greatest basketball players ever. Klay Thompson had a run where he was one of the best shooters of all time. It's just been an embarrassment of riches, dude. And Niners wise, Christian McCaffrey is one of the best running backs of all time. I mean, we're Patrick Willis, one of the best defensive players of all time. Ronnie Lott is maybe the best defensive player of all time.
Jake, you could kind of going back to what Joe was saying, you could look at, other than the Sharks, the late 80s A's, one of the greatest assembled baseball teams of all time. The 88 Niners, one of the greatest football teams considered ever of all time.
89.
89. And then the 73-9 Warriors, who missed that championship, considered the greatest team of all time, less that unfortunate kick in the dick from Draymond Green, which cost us that championship. I mean, that is also part of the embarrassment of riches, is seeing the greatest of the greats. The teams that we've assembled in the Bay Area have been just unbelievable. And then, I always look at the Giants.
We got Tony La Russa, Bill Walsh,
Bochy,
Steve Kerr. I mean, been pretty
John Madden.
Yeah. You look at the Giants in the 2010, 12, and 14. They had no business winning any of those World Series, and they won 3.
They
look
did
at the
have
Warriors
business
of 2022. They had no business winning the NBA championship.
No, Madison Bumgarner is the greatest playoff pitcher in history. Definitely the greatest World Series pitcher in history. Arguably the greatest playoff pitcher in history. And yeah, Bruce Bochy pulled all the right, strings. But there's just so many levels to Bay Area excellence over these years. I mean, Boston has an argument. New York obviously has an argument. LA
has the argument. Give me the argument.
Praising ourselves, as the kids say, and talk about other cities. Who compares to this incredible Rushmore we got?
Boston. Let's start with them.
Okay. I think we should start with Boston.
Okay, Brady.
Tom Brady. Maybe the GOAT. Jerry Rice, Tom Brady, arguably both the GOAT. The Boston Red Sox had a run similar to our Giants in baseball.
Manny or Ortiz?
Yeah, Manny or Ortiz or Schilling.
Pedro.
I go Manny, but Manny's been so I
think it's Pedro.
It might be Pedro. He might be the best pitcher of the modern era. best starting pitcher of the modern
Gosh,
era.
that was a good team.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's definitely Manny over David Ortiz if you're talking about actually great baseball players. Manny Ramirez was a better hitter by far than David Ortiz.
But David Ortiz was the Madison Bumgarner for that team.
He was
in
the
terms of
playoff guy. Yeah,
But I think Pedro was the most dominant player for a period of time. He was untouchable.
Sure.
100%.
And you had guys like Pedroia, they're
was...
not on the Mount Rushmore, but they were amazing during the playoffs, and he won an MVP, I think.
What about basketball?
They were very similar to the Giants, dude. Like the team aspect of those Boston Red Sox teams were very similar.
Paul Pierce, right? Paul Pierce is the basketball legend.
I love Paul Pierce. Kevin Garnett was pretty high up there, dude. He was pretty good,
but he didn't play as long as Paul Pierce did.
Jason Tatum not bad. I mean, Jaylen Brown.
See, here's the thing. I think Steph Curry is greater than Paul Pierce. I think
obviously, yeah.
I think Tom Brady has the edge on Jerry Rice. I think Bonds has the edge on anybody. I don't care who you put in there. You're definitely not going to put Pedro Martinez over Barry Bonds and the greatest players of all time.
Yeah,
you make or Manny or anybody else. So I mean, already right there. Now I'll say that I'm sure somebody on the what's Boston's hockey team name?
The Bruins.
The Bruins. Oh I'm sure somebody in the Bruins.
I pulls out the Blue Jackets and not the Bruins.
For those that don't know, Dave's a huge Columbus Blue Jackets fan.
Yeah, I mean,
loves his BJs.
Wow. I fly to Columbus twice a year to make sure I catch. Yeah. So anyway, I mean, listen, I don't doubt that Boston and sports and championships, they have their fair share. But when it comes down to your Rushmores, I think we still have them beat.
That's not even close.
Really? Not even close.
I mean, Brady puts his foot on the scale.
Pedro?
Otherwise, no.
Bad?
I mean, I think
but
Brady
you go person to person, and we're better than everybody except for Jerry Rice versus Tom Brady.
This gets into the last 40 years. All time, like Bill Russell can hold a candle to anyone.
Sure, we can talk all the time, but we're not talking all the time.
Bill Russell, Bobby Orr, and
yeah, Ted Williams. Did you say Ted Williams?
Yeah, I said Ted Williams, Bill
and
Russell,
Tom Brady. Brady,
Bobby Orr, and Tom Brady. That was pretty good.
They might have the best all time. Yeah. I mean, this can go in all directions. That's why it's so fun. Mount Rushmore combos are great. I love it.
All right, let's go to New York, because New York's a very interesting one, mostly because the Knicks have crap. They're really like Elgin Baylor. What? I mean, what you got?
But throw pretty well, homie.
Start with baseball. Who do you got for the Yankees of our era? Jeter, Judge?
Jeter and Judge is the best player. Jeter is the best winner.
Jeter is the most electric.
I think you got to put
like,
Jeter on the mountain. If you're
Matsui. I got Matsui.
Right?
Yeah, I would put Jeter there first, and then then Matsui, and then Judge.
If this was a sabermetrics stat sheet, I'd put Judge on it. But we're putting somebody on the front of a mountain. I gotta put Derek on there. Sorry.
Yeah.
Derek Jeter is also just a more attractive person to sculpt, I think.
Could be.
Less gum action. More teeth.
More teeth. But yeah, I mean,
football giants.
That's the thing. The football giants. What are you going to put Eli Manning on that piece of shit?
Manning?
I mean,
yeah, Eli
Lawrence Taylor.
I mean,
Lawrence
titles,
Taylor.
Bro. Yeah. He's questionably in our era, though.
Oh, Lawrence Taylor's in our era. Yeah, that counts.
Barely.
Or maybe who's the mustachio
Tiki
guy?
Barber? Are we going to go Tiki Barber?
Jeff Hostetler.
Hostetler. Or maybe the Bay Area's own Amani Toomer. He was a stud.
Amani Toomer lived like a block away from me growing up.
He played on all the little leagues like ECYB with my brother. And I was, my dad coached him, and Deal us out great.
Nuts. Yeah, I mean, and then, I'm not going to talk about the New York Rangers because I have no business going to that, but
Messier?
Not bad. Not bad at all. Dave's never heard of him.
I've heard of Messier. I don't have any recollection of what he ever did as a hockey player, but I know the name.
And then the Knicks, Patrick Ewing, I guess.
Hold on, who's that goalie for the Rangers? That was that stud, Lindquist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Dave's never heard
Knicks.
of him.
I'm going Patrick Ewing for Knicks.
John Starks?
Oh,
Not gonna put Brunson on that?
I'm going with
Yeah.
Latrell. I'm going Latrell, baby. Latrell
How
or
about
Brunson?
Carmelo? How about Carmelo
Yeah,
Anthony?
I do love Anthony Mason and Charles Oakley, but I got to give it to Patrick Ewing.
Kurt Thomas.
Anyway, yeah, I mean they don't hold a candle to the Bond
Carmelo's not
Curry,
bad,
right?
Dave.
No.
Carmelo is actually up there, I think.
Yeah,
for the-
but Carmelo's not even close to Steph Curry. I mean, he's like a top 25 NBA player.
No, I know. I'm just saying for the Knicks in our
Yeah.
lifetime, Carmelo's up there with Ewing. Yeah.
What, he won like one playoff series?
I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm kicking New York out. I'm kicking Boston out.
Wow.
Let's go to LA. Let's go to our rival.
Wow.
Let's go to LA. It's time. Because I think they have the best chance to beat us.
Okay,
Oh, no.
who do you want to start with?
Not baseball.
Eric Karros in baseball, obviously.
Yeah. Baseball, you got to go already with Shohei. He's already made that much of an impact. You can't deny.
All right. Well,
Right off
the
the
most
bat.
interesting for basketball is they had Magic and Kareem. Kareem wasn't really during
Again,
our
questionably our, I would say,
Questionable error.
I would
Magic,
give
yeah.
Magic was. I think Magic was.
and then
Yeah.
Kobe,
Just
Shaq.
barely.
Like, which one do you
Ooh,
pick?
No, you got to put Kobe. You got to go Kobe.
Shaq is pretty dominant.
I think Kobe's the right answer. He's very much our era. He only played with the Lakers. He won 5
Okay.
championships.
Yeah. End to end gets a little extra.
You got Gretzky had a long enough career with the Kings where he's quite
Oh,
a
that's
dominant.
weird. That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Gretzky's a pretty damn good big figure in hockey.
Kobe, Gretzky, Shohei, they're leading.
Oh,
they're leading
God.
us right
No,
now.
on the
look at
Raiders.
that. Oh, and then the Raiders.
Bo Jackson on the
Bo
Raiders.
Jackson or Marcus Allen or
That's their weakest spot. Is except you could make an argument now
Everett?
that
the
No,
Rams,
it's-
Stafford,
the Rams.
Puka.
Puka Nacua. I don't know. I think at his prime, Bo Jackson's pretty good.
Well, he is, but he's not as far as winning and historic like stat. He is as far as name and lore, but he's not. I mean, he's not even fucking. Or sorry, it's not even close to Jerry Rice.
No.
Come on.
No,
No, they're
I think
kinda weak.
it's kind of Stafford. I mean,
Flipper
he won a Super Bowl.
But name wise, Bo, Shohei, Kobe,
and Gretzky.
Kobe and Gretzky.
That's pretty good. That's
That's
pretty
hot.
good.
We're gonna have to hope Celebrini can really pull it down for us so we can
Yeah,
revisit this in 10 years.
Marlo and Big Joe aren't touching Gretzky, man.
No.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Shoot. That's like a cartoon, like, superheroes.
It really
Yeah,
is.
and then I think the last one is you got to go like, what are the other greatest players of all time? So you got to go to Chicago, and you got to look at Jordan, and you got to look at Frank Thomas.
Well, Jordan starts off pretty hot, but then you kind of take a dive. I love Frank Thomas.
Jordan took
Yeah.
a dive?
No,
No,
I'm
no, no.
saying
I mean,
Jordan
after
started
that.
at the top.
Oh,
of the
after,
best.
yeah.
You have the
Then you
yeah.
go down to what? Frank.
What are you doing, Roenick for Chicago?
Who's the guy from a few years ago? Patrick Kane.
Kane?
Yeah, their hockey is also fairly weak.
No, I mean, no. Chicago's a great hockey franchise.
I mean,
What
it is.
about-
I'm just
what
saying
about-
compare
what about
the player.
The Bears. Walter Payton.
We
He's
didn't play
a
in our
little
era.
before us,
He's-
I think.
he's before us, I think.
Urlacher, my boy.
Urlacher. Yeah, I think Urlacher is the right.
Devin Hester. I don't. Yeah, it's tough.
Devin Hester, punt
Jay
return
Cutler.
specialist, gets on
Jay
there.
Cutler.
Cutler.
Cutler. God, I
The
forgot.
Bears
about
aren't
that guy.
touching the Niners or the Raiders with that.
No.
So I guess you got to cancel out Chicago after, you got Jordan, Frank Thomas. That's about it. Oh, and AJ Pierzynski might be better than Frank Thomas.
Mark Bull.
Mark Burley.
Burley's solid.
Burley. Mm-hmm.
Burley. Oh, Jordan did
Ventura.
both with the White Sox in spring training.
All right. What
Robin
other cities you got?
Ventura.
I'm Chicago's out.
Yeah.
Chicago's out.
So
I thought
right
you
now,
could go
it looks like
Cleveland.
LA and the Bay are neck and neck.
We could try Cleveland because they have LeBron, so they have a decent starting point.
And we're not doing Columbus Blue Jackets again, Dave. Cut it out.
I tried to give up the Pittsburgh Penguins, but no one was having it.
How about, does Philly have anybody?
Yeah, of course they do.
Allen Iverson?
Yeah,
Allen
actually,
Iverson?
I did it. They're not. I mean, who's there? Bryce Harper, like Jimmy Rollins, Ryan Howard. I
Ryan
don't know.
Howard, yeah.
No. Halliday. 100% Halliday. It's got to be Roy.
That's not touching Barry Bonds, dude.
No, it's
or
not. I mean,
Shohei.
but you don't usually put a pitcher up there except for like Roger Clemens, and then maybe you have a shot.
Kurt Schilling, John Kruk,
Lenny Dykstra.
Lenny Dykstra.
No, none of these guys are superstars.
Look, it's looking like LA in the Bay, my friends.
Yeah. LA
Well-
in the Bay, California, holding it down.
Toronto, we can go.
Dallas,
Joe Carter?
Emmett Smith, and
Kawhi Leonard.
Wait, so
Hamilton.
Toronto.
Yeah.
Robbie
is it Kawhi
Alomar
Leonard?
or Joe Carter or
Joe Carter.
or
Or
Vlad Guerrero
Older-
Jr.
Otto. No, the baseball. Nobody's good.
and Kawhi and Vince Carter and no football team, so that exits them out, right?
Is there any collective Texas? Like, I know they're kind of spread all over with, maybe you have to go to Houston, but Houston like doesn't really have the
You
football
got Dallas
team.
Stars, Cowboys, Rangers.
Yeah, no, I was just doing Dallas. You can do Dallas and Houston together. It's either Dallas or Houston.
I think Dallas has its own.
Yeah, I got stuck on the Rangers.
Rangers or
named
Dallas?
Hamilton. I think who's the best? Who's
Hamilton?
the best Ranger?
Juan
Yeah,
Gonzalez?
Josh Hamilton. Josh Hamilton.
Yvonne Rodriguez.
Yeah, that's solid. Pudge. The Texas Rangers are in Arlington, which is the
Nolan
same
Ryan
state
sounds
the
good.
Cowboys play in.
Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan's
Yeah.
that's the one.
Okay, here we go. Emmett
All right.
Smith.
Or
Nolan
Emmett,
Ryan.
Michael Irvin, Troy Aikman. I guess
You gotta
Emmett
go
Smith
Emmett.
holds the record.
You got to go
Yeah,
Emmett.
you got to go Emmett. Deion
no,
Sanders.
no Dak. Fuck that.
So Emmett Smith, Nolan Ryan, and what are we doing? Basketball. Oh, Dirk.
And I think Pavelski became a Dallas Star. So there you go.
And
Dallas might be
I
third.
think, Mike Madonna is probably the answer.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm
Dallas might.
fond of Little Joe.
I think Dallas might be third.
Dave doesn't know who
honestly.
Little Joe is.
The Nolan Ryan one really gives some star power that I wasn't expecting.
It does.
No,
Except-
Luca and Dirk are some serious Dallas studs. Jay Kidd.
No, I'm saying
Yeah,
Emmett,
they're up there.
Ryan, Dirk, and Mike Madonna. I think
They
that's
might be a sneaky three.
That's what I think.
Yeah,
I think they're sneaky
three.
three.
Yeah.
So who are we going to pick out of the Bay and LA? Who's the better Mount Rushmore?
Okay, so we got Bonds versus Shohei. I think you got to go Bonds because Shohei is still doing it.
Length of career, yeah.
Kobe, Curry. I'm partial to Curry. What do you guys say?
He did win 4 championships. Kobe won 5. You can't pick Curry over Kobe, I don't think. Or
okay.
That's
I
kind of a
actually
toss
think
up.
you can, but it is a bit of a toss up. It used to not be. It used to be clearly Kobe, but Curry's right on the edge. He's got those gold medals too now.
I think then they get the Gretzky.
Kobe got some too.
They got
Kobe
a
had-
clear win with Gretzky over Joe Thornton or
Yeah.
Hockey wins for LA, no doubt about it.
but I feel like the football is just a huge win for the Bay Area.
The Niners, absolutely.
Yep. Jerry Rice really crushes. So you like hockey and baseball kind of
It's also like
hockey and football kind of cancel each other out, the differentiation.
Wayne Gretzky did play for the Kings when we were growing up, but he did all his magic with the Oilers, really.
Right.
he was-
No. He was still, if you look at his stats with the Kings, he had a long career with the Kings, and he was a league leader in points his whole time with the Kings.
I
He
mean,
just didn't win
he was still Wayne
championships.
Gretzky, but he wasn't like the Babe Ruth of hockey at the time. He was very good.
He was still the best hockey player in the league for a few years with the Kings.
That's true.
Barry Bonds didn't win championships at all. I hate to say it. So you can't.
It feels a little bit like the LeBron James going to the Lakers is the Wayne Gretzky going to.
But Gretzky went to one other team. LeBron's been on like 5 teams.
Wait, Gretzky
been
was
on
on like
3.
7 teams. Look at Gretzky. Look at Gretzky.
LeBron's been on 3 teams.
Hockey reference, whatever you call it.
Did he go to the Coyotes after he
Well,
was
on he was on St. Louis? He was on the Rangers. He was on a whole bunch of
Dude
teams.
played till he was like 48. Dude, he played forever.
That was after the Kings, though.
After the Kings.
Yeah, that's like Shaq. Are we counting Shaq?
Yeah, he had a Shaq-esque type
and the
of
Cavs and the Suns and whatever. Yeah, no one counts that.
What we're trying to say is him going to the Kings isn't the same. It's like saying Jerry Rice is the best
Raider
player for the Raiders, right? And he's not. But he had great stats on the Raiders.
Jerry Rice might be the best Raider.
That's true. And so with I think the Jerry Rice over the Bo Jackson is greater than the Gretzky over Marlowe over Thornton or whoever we're going to be, or even at this point celebrating, even though it's been very brief.
Yeah, I would feel differently if it was Gretzky in Edmonton. So that's
totally. Obviously, Gretzky at Edmonton was Jordan on the Bulls. That was that.
So I think we look at it's Bonds and Shohei, it's Curry and Kobe, and which one do you pick? And that is that is neck and neck.
So I think a lot of non-Bay Area fans would say Kobe and Shohei. Unfortunately.
Yeah,
but
they would.
Yeah,
they would.
Yeah. But actually witnessing Bonds, anyone who ever witnessed Bonds play baseball knows he was a way better hitter than anyone who's ever played the game, at least in our era.
Imagine if Barry Bonds was, starting and going, striking out 15 players. That'd be crazy.
Right. So that aspect and 2 World Series for Shohei,
He's catching up to Bonds pretty quick there on that.
Pretty quick.
Arguments. But here's the difference between Bonds and Shohei and Curry and Kobe is Curry changed the NBA. Kobe didn't change the NBA.
Kobe mimicked the best player of all time and was like almost an exact mimic.
He reinforced the previous era.
Yeah, he reinforced, but he didn't revolutionize basketball by saying the 3-point shot needs to be recognized as the shot. Curry's 400 3-pointers, Bonds 73 home runs blow away anybody ever gonna go tackle those. No one's ever gonna touch those records. And so I kind of look at it as like the impact those players have had and the memories they create, like all the Chipper Jones memories of Bonds and Smoltz and what Bonds used to do, which is just messing with people. I'm gonna go on the bus and tell Smoltz I got you twice, like I said I would. Like Bonds is a god. Shohei is the best player in baseball. Curry changed the NBA. Kobe mimicked Jordan. I'm going Bay Area. Not that I have any business saying otherwise.
I mean, I agree with you, but to play devil's advocate, Kobe was one of the most fierce competitors in the history of sports. Guy was cutthroat, did not stand for BS amongst his teammates, and he was just a winner through and through. And there's something about that mindset that is rare, and it doesn't exist as much anymore, which was really cool. I hated it watching him as a Warriors fan because we sucked when he played us, and he just used to dominate. It was hard to watch.
So we started beating them with Curry. And Curry, you said it before, Jake, he's a psycho winner too. He's just not as obvious as Kobe.
Oh, totally. And it was harder for him because he didn't have as much natural size and strength and ability. I mean, ability, yeah, but he wasn't as natural of a fit to the NBA as Kobe was. Yeah. And Bonds, of course, that's my favorite player in history of any sport ever. But right now, people are saying Shohei is the GOAT. And also the pitching aspect is huge.
He's still playing.
The path is open.
You never know if he gets injured. He could never pitch again, for example. That would kind of limit his awe. He probably will put together a couple championship teams here with this roster and this team here they got. I don't know.
It's Shohei versus Celebrini. We need Celebrini to outmatch Shohei so we can just rise the hockey over
we got to delay the conversation about 10 years.
Yeah.
So we got to go.
If Shohei just rips off 15 wins a year with like a 2-1-2, then it's definitely LA.
Yeah,
all right, now
if Thornton and Marlowe could have won a championship, that would have been nice. They could have.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you guys. We just witnessed the women's hockey team, U.S. hockey team, come out with a dramatic victory in overtime, sudden death.
Yeah.
we now are getting ready to see semifinals for men's hockey. The U.S. plays Slovakia. Canada plays. Who does Canada play?
It's the U.S. on, right?
No,
they're the
Canada-
semifinals. I can't remember who. Anyway, but the expectation I have right now is that we may very well see the U.S. and
Czechia?
Canada.
Yeah, it's all about the U.S.
Might
and
be the
Canada.
Czech Republic.
Let's go.
So if it's U.S. Canada, who do we root for? Are we rooting for Celebrini and Canada? Are we rooting
No.
for?
We're from the USA, buddy.
There we
Come
go.
on.
Just want to make sure we're all on the same page.
You S-ing me over here?
Joe's kind of rooting for Celebrini in Canada based on the reaction I just
I got
got.
an American flag outside my my window right now, blasting
right.
away. But I mean, I am kind of liking this Celebrini 5 goals so far. That's cool.
That team is stacked. That Canada team.
It's impressive. McDavid, Celebrini,
Not
Sidney
bad.
Crosby.
McKinnon or whatever. Yeah.
It's basically the
McKinnon.
3 best hockey players the last like 15 years.
That was like the
Four
five of them.
plus the best rookie, or not rookie, but best future player. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Not bad.
So I got a quick update for you on the Warriors. They kind of brought it to within 11. They were down 30 something, and Moody -27 on the day. Draymond -28. Gary Payton +15. So
GP2, attaboy.
Oh,
Gotta get those
Melton
garbage
played in the
time buckets.
game
Plus
and got 18, took it to the hole, and he was a -3. Not bad.
D'Anthony, yeah. 25 minutes. We need to get that up to 30.
Yeah, get D'Anthony up to 35. He's the best player on the team right now. Come on.
Well, I guess
D'Anthony Melton.
Santos is leading the way in minutes anyway.
I just like Melton's approach, dude. He takes it to the hole. Like, what happened to that? Is that frowned upon now?
Well, no, here's the thing, Jake. I think I don't want to get back on the Warriors because they're dead, but I like the way most of the Warriors players play. The thing is, they don't have an alpha, so it's just like when it comes time to like, hey, we need a bucket, and somebody's got to like be a Kobe Bryant and back down that guy and score 2 points. A Jimmy Butler type would be good. We don't have that guy. It's painful to watch when you need it. When you need 2 points and nobody's there except you're just like swinging, looking for a 3. It gets.
I put that on D'Anthony Melton because he's a lot closer to that than all the G League guys. He's actually like an NBA talent that has proven himself and was, had a lot of respect about his talent coming out of college.
I'm with you, man. I think he looks
I'm
good.
offended for Guy Santos right now.
As a G League lover.
As a G League star, an NBA wannabe.
I saw his full name today. It's Guilherme Carvalho dos Santos.
2 Santoses?
Dos Santos.
All right. Well, can we get more into the Winter Olympics? I mean, we've had some pretty stellar.
First, let's do what are you drinking? What are you wearing?
Yeah.
Then we'll go
I'm almost done with my drink.
Well, anyway, come on.
I'm drinking a Wowie water.
Wowie!
It's a Wowie water. It's a prickly pear hard seltzer, Paradise Cooler. In February. It's
very Jake Lucas of you.
Holy shit out lately, and I'm drinking a hard seltzer.
Yeah. Man, I dropped my kids off at school, and my car was telling me, watch out for ice. It was like 30-something degrees. What was that?
Dude,
Not
we
cool.
had that. You see that hail the other day? A few nights ago? My deck looked like it snowed, man. Yeah.
We're getting ours.
Yeah.
We're getting magnificent snow up in Tahoe. Unfortunately, there's been some lives lost with that crazy avalanche. Took out some explorers out there. But
yeah,
there you
they're
go.
from Mill Valley too, unfortunately. Hearts go out to the Bay Area cross-country skiers.
Yeah, I just came back from Truckee, and I think everybody knew there was a storm coming, and I got out of there a day early on Sunday. I think everybody else did too. I'm not sure what happened there. It's kind of unfortunate. Well, I don't know, man. It was a huge storm, so it's crazy. I was reading about it. I guess it's like I don't know if the whole contingent was like 15 or 16 of them, but like 8 of them were like a group of mothers.
Ugh. That's
brutal.
Going on a girls trip.
Yikes.
Yeah, okay, that's a tough transition.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Well, there's been a lot of great female moments in the Olympics, so maybe we should celebrate some women.
Well,
Okay, well, here, okay, sure. So I'm having a snowed in from Sierra Nevada, and I'm wearing a Oakland Oaks jersey from the old days that they play. Where was it? The Pixar Studios is where the old stadium.
Emeryville.
Actually, it's the Emeryville. And I got the old 1968 Oakland A's hat.
Nice.
And
Not Kansas City.
I'm enthusiastic about Oakland today because we have. I mean, I think it's on prime time, but it happened live like 5 hours ago. We had Alyssa Liu win the gold medal in figure skating, which is like the big deal of the Winter Olympics, right?
Yeah.
Oakland
So
Brown.
she actually grew up in Richmond and worked out at the Oakland Ice Center, the one that replaced where do we used to go? The Berkeley Iceland.
Iceland.
Yeah.
Iceland.
Yeah. Which I live pretty close to, and now it's a store for like skis and
sports basement.
Skis.
Yeah, sports basement.
Yeah, sports basement's the old ice skating arena.
Yeah. We went out to the old Iceland when we were in, junior high and danced with girls to Seal, Kiss from a Rose, and then it became the Oakland Ice Center, is where people got their work in. And just such a huge win for Richmond, for the Bay, for Oakland. Awesome. Congrats to Miss Liu.
I got like emotional about it because I just feel such a giant void of Oakland fandom, of pride, and to see like on all social media, all everything, like she's saying she's from Oakland. She's like, I'm like, oh man, we got one. We won. We won.
Some positivity in
sports
in Oakland.
We talked about this on Heat Check during the NBA All-Star game. The Dame won the 3-point contest, obviously from Oakland, and the dude who won the slam dunk contest is from Oakland. I forgot his name, but he was doing all his dances and stuff. So it's really sad to see, as I texted you guys, like what Oakland Athletic Club is, the bar's closing. Like what? You can't even keep a damn Oakland sports bar open, let
right
alone
in downtown too.
3 pro teams. Like, come on, guys. It's gross. But yeah.
I got this sticker that I found. It had we had 4. We've done Mount Rushmore. We had all 4 pro sports in Oakland at one time. We had hockey too. You get the Raiders, A's, Warriors, and the Oakland Seals, and a little sticker with all 4 of them on there. So I don't know. I'm super happy. Alyssa Liu won, and I just wanted one team. So I was hoping the A's would stay. I thought they had the best chance of staying. I need 4 freaking franchises, but one would have been nice.
And there's still athletes coming out of Oakland every day. Like, it's rich with athletes. So do something, Oakland. I that's a whole nother topic.
There's a soccer team, a minor league
spring
soccer
training
team.
for me. Here you go. Here you go. Arizona 2019 Giants. I'm ready for spring training and drinking this thing, Groovy. Hazy
Brought
IPA.
to you by Juicy Days.
There you go.
I forgot to mention I have my Jackson Hole cap on because it is ski season and Joe and I are getting ready to hit up Aspen.
Nice.
The beer flows like wine.
Is Dragos making it?
Oh yeah, the plank throws are in action. The week was it March 7th? Yeah.
No arrests this time, I hope.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was not arrested. I was given a citation for petite theft.
I didn't mention you at all.
Open the door and I will certainly close it for you, sir.
Yeah, Starkey, it's no wonder this guy gets us banned from YouTube after all of his legal troubles.
My legal troubles, right. Yeah, I was sentenced to community service while I was on vacation in Tuscany with my wife.
All right. Moving on.
Yeah, good. So baseball, huh, guys? Pitchers and catchers. This guy Tony Vitello is. I've been finding him interesting. Not a lot to talk about baseball yet, but the new kid on the block. He seems to be noteworthy. I'm not sure in a positive or negative way. He sure does feel comfortable. Looks comfortable behind the mic, but he says maybe too much. What are you thinking?
Yeah, he got a little emo, and it made a lot of waves all over baseball, apparently, like across the entire MLB on Monday. Dave, did you catch that?
I didn't. No. Give me the
Oh,
insight.
yeah. So he was he held a session with reporters saying, "Who is it who broke that I was gonna sign or gonna commit to the Giants before I decided?" And it seemed like he was kind of out for vengeance. And he said, it could have changed the course of history if I knew who said that, because I broke a lot of friendships off for Tennessee, and a lot of people doubted me, and it was a hard transition. And it was like, dude, it's the first day of spring training.
What is the point of saying that?
I don't
So
know.
it was like
It's
getting on
ridiculous. You get, like,
getting on a
some-
pedestal a bit.
He was lashing out at
trying to figure out how-
reporters
Yeah, he's
about
trying
who
to, like,
broke the
prove a point,
news
like,
about his
don't F with
Tennessee.
Tony.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call you out because I didn't have to be the Giants manager. I could have stayed with my buddies in Tennessee if I wanted to. Don't ever cross me again. Like, well, I didn't really get it.
Okay. He's
It was a
posturing
little weird,
bit.
man. It took a lot of people by surprise. Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, maybe he was having a bad day. Let's wait to see if this is a recurring problem, or if he has a little bit of groundedness later on, because we're going to need it for a manager over a marathon of a season.
Yeah, well, I think he's gonna make it entertaining, even if the team is like average. I think he seems like he's gonna cut loose on the in the post games.
You guys want to hear this fun fact about Tony V? He said he has never seen a spring training game before, and he's coaching one Saturday.
Fun.
So I was giving Buster benefit of the doubt. I thought this was a great hire. This guy comes out Monday saying, "You know what? I could still be in Tennessee right now." And then he says, "I've never even been to a spring training game, let alone like had a bunch of dudes in the bigs, and it's going to be very interesting. I don't know what to make of this whole thing."
Well, he was also talking a lot about like SEC baseball and area code games and like we're in San Francisco. We don't know what you're talking about. Like you're in the majors now, buddy. Come on,
multi-billion-dollar industry.
You're the show. Look like it.
Interesting.
Yeah, he keeps talking about the wrong shade of orange, as they're saying. Knoxville. So
we got some grumpy Bay Area fans.
Well, hey, listen,
we're like ready to jump on anything right now.
Tony V is going to make for some great audio and video clips that's going to help support the podcast. So by all means, go nuts, man.
Well, it just shows it shows how new you are to it. If that's your first thing you're going to say, and it's not just something you're saying, there's nothing else going on. Like everyone's going to jump on it. It shows how much of a rookie you are. If you're going to bring reporters together to complain about your transition from college to the MLB while there's no other sports going on, like, what are you doing?
Yeah. He wants attention. I think it begs the question: is him wanting attention going to be good for the Giants this year or bad for the Giants this year? And how is he going to continue to get it? But he clearly is a guy who likes attention, bad or good.
He just likes speaking his mind. I don't know if he wants personal attention. He just likes to say what's on his mind. I don't think he's out for his own attention. That's not what I took from it.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, I think he's playing checkers.
Okay. He's playing checkers, not chess yet. We don't know he's playing chess yet. Maybe we'll find out he was playing chess, but right now it looks like checkers. Got it.
I think he's just emo, and he feels like he's right. He's right to say whatever he wants. Like that's on his mind, and you got to learn that in the big leagues. That probably won't benefit you all the time.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Anything else? There's another thing I wanted to get to.
Kids.
Oh, kids. Let's do kids.
I mean, we could talk about how Bob Melvin's a traitor. He's going to the Las Vegas A's of Sacramento. That's
Mark McGuire is a coach for them too.
Oh God. So disgusting.
Joe. Sorry,
buddy.
At least
I gotta say, like, there's just like I was telling you, there's like this giant void of being an Oakland A's fan.
No pun intended.
Yeah, I know.
And
the void is quite big here. It's all Giants.
Yeah, it's like particularly poignant right now as you kind of like start basketball season. Looks like it's dying. The football season's over, and you start sniffing the grass of spring training. And all I got to look forward to is I got I guess I'm gotta figure something out. But it's like I had 40 years of, or 35 years of looking forward to today's baseball in spring training, and then hope springs eternal, but fucking not anymore. No, I'm dead to me.
You're a Cubs fan, dude. I thought you were
You're a
always
Cubs fan.
Yeah, the Cubs go
Just
Nico
wearing
Porter.
all Oakland gear. That's all. You're a Cubs fan, though. You're not grieving still. You're over it.
No,
That's all.
I will say I do like my Cubs. The thing the Cubs do is they kind of like make me happy. I just love turning on the Wrigley Field. It's just like, how can you not like that place? Like
Dave gave me a really young. You're
Yeah,
a Cubs fan who's wearing all Oakland gear. That's all.
But Joe, listen, like you make a good point about being a Cubs fan and the Cubs dynamic, which is they have fun whether they're winning or losing. It doesn't matter. It's a fun time in Chicago. They ain't going anywhere. Wrigleyville's sticking around for the long haul. So you picked a good, solid, stable team. You're wearing Oakland A's gear. It's cool. We appreciate. You have to work through
gear, but yes.
The
Yeah.
demons
like a 12-step
are not
meeting here.
gone. We'll get through it together, and eventually you'll be doused in
do
blue
need
and red.
support. I am looking forward to this Giants season. I do think it'll be interesting. It's kind of unfortunate the Dodgers look like they're going to be world beaters again. But I think the Giants are going to have a decent squad. I'm kind of interested to see how the back of the rotation turns out. I think the lineup in defense looks pretty solid. I'm a little worried about the bullpen. I don't think the bullpen's going to be quite as good as it was at the beginning.
They need a closer, man.
So
yeah, I think that's going to be a problem.
if there's one thing I think that I hope Tony V brings to the Giants this year is the encouragement for a lot of bench clearing Giants-Dodger games this year. Like, I want the Giants to be the bad guys. I want the Dodgers to be the good guys. I want to become the Draymond Green style of like, we're the assholes. The Giants are just out here to try and, break you and get after. I want that team to be who we are for the next 2 to 3 years, to just be like, the Dodgers aren't looking forward to playing the Giants because they know they're going to get hit. They know there's going to be just weird shit talk, like anything to get under their skin. I want that to be the embodiment of the Giants this year.
Who's going to be the enforcer? Harrison Bader?
Drew Gilbert and Harrison Bader.
But Gilbert, Gilbert.
Drew Gilbert played for Tony V at Tennessee, and they're like buddy. So
I just want it to be a head game. Like, I don't want them to play baseball against the Dodgers. I want it to be a complete head game.
But
Tony V to be the leader.
Drew Gilbert, the guy who came up with the big neck, kind of short.
No, the guy,
short guy. Yeah.
The guy's on drugs or something. He's
on right.
He's like a compressed Bader. It's like Bader like this.
Him and Bader are very similar looking. Like, they're very thick, little Palomino horses.
I'm forgetting the name of the pitcher who came up late in the season last year. Those like 102 miles an hour for the Giants.
It's not Ryan Walker, I'll tell you that, but he's the closer apparently. So I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to the lineup. Devers is just hitting moonshots in spring training, which really turns me on. I'll tell you that right now. My next Giants jersey is definitely a Rafi Devers jersey. There's no doubt about it.
Are you talking about home runs, or he's just pulling his pants down and walking around?
Both are great.
Moonshots, baby.
Both would be fantastic. But Joe's so right, and I feel bad for you, dude, because as you know, I'm a hardcore Giants fan, like dyed in the wool, and you were that with the A's, so this must hurt, and I know it. And
I know, but like, isn't it kind of everything else is dead, and you got baseball to kind of look forward to, and it's gonna be a long season, and even
every year it's like a rebirth.
Not that good, you kind of know.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of content there to get.
It's a refresh. It's like a rebirth. I mean, every year spring training, even if your team sucks, it's like, it's good to know you start from a clean slate. We've
also been trained, as Jake would know, being Warriors fans for so long and having so many shitty teams, that it was so easy to look forward to spring training in baseball because you couldn't wait to get out of winter and just get into the baseball season because the Warriors
Niners
were
too.
crap.
Getting out of the Dennis Erickson Niners and the Mike Nolan Niners.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of years of heavy May and June festivities with the Warriors. Late into the season, early into the baseball season. But we're going to be looking at these Giants, I think, here pretty closely very soon.
As kids, we did not have that at all.
No.
So I'm very used to the Giants bringing me hope as a sports fan. And when, that stuff you go through as a kid stays with you forever. That's very
It's true.
conditioned in you, in your brain. So
Yeah, and the great thing about baseball is that if you do get to the postseason, now the Dodgers have won 2 World Series, but anything can happen in a short series. Baseball, that's the great thing about baseball, is that anyone can really pull it out of their
Blue
hat.
Jays should have won.
The freaking Blue Jays. You know what? The Blue Jays were supposed to win 77 games last year.
They should have won the World Series. It was theirs for the taking.
Don't start that. Don't do that.
It was.
We don't need to aggravate that experience. Kids, we got to get into kids. Come on.
Yeah.
Joe, you go first.
I think Jake said something similar about this the other day with Leachy driving the girls around, your daughter around. I was driving, and actually my wife was driving, which makes more sense. And Kendall goes, red is for stop, green is for go, and yellow is for go fast. It's like, oh, shit. I think, how did you know that? You didn't know that yellow's for slow down? Nope, she's been watching us go fast when yellow comes up. So
Wow.
I think that says something about mommy and daddy's driving.
She just
But
pulled
speed
that out of
demons.
the hat
Unprompted.
just from observations, not from a thing.
Just
pretty
observing in
impressive.
the back seat. And she's just, Daddy, it's green, go. And then she starts going off. Red means stop, green means go, and yellow means speed up, or to go fast is what she said.
Go fast.
Wow. Dave?
You go, Jake.
I guess, okay. Jordy started preschool this week. And so he's with Mila at the same preschool, and boy, is it something else to get these kids together in the morning and drop them off at preschool. And yeah, he's blending right in. Today he had a music class, and everyone sits on their dots, but he was getting up. He's used to me as, I used to sing in a band, kind of a showman. And he was getting in everyone's face going, yeah, come on, let's go. Let's go. All the kids singing with Mariela, singing, Chilean folk songs. But yes,
He's
Is he just head and shoulders above every other kid and just like giant compared to all of the other
they're
children?
all 3 and 4, but he's like the same height as them, and he's 1.5. But yeah, it's adorable. Mila's getting a little jealous because he's getting all the attention now, and she used to get all the attention. And she said something funny today. She was talking about hair, and we're like, "What color's your hair?" She's like, "Lalo." And we're like, "Oh, do you like having yellow hair?" And she's like, "Yeah, that makes me beautiful." Okay.
Confidence right there.
Well, I think that's what she's getting told at school, is that her blonde hair makes her beautiful. So kids are weird.
Yeah, no, I'm getting a little bit too, Jake. Our daughters look somewhat similar.
Yeah.
She goes, that girl over there has golden hair like me. Golden hair. Who told you have golden hair?
It's a thing, dude. It's like my wife said, there's like blonde hair privilege for girls while they're growing up, and
That's always
Mila
been the
certainly
case, I
experienced
think.
What's
There was
that?
a lot of that. I think there's
Yeah.
always been a lot of that, through TV shows and everything else, that kind
Right.
of blonde golden hair has always been kind of revered comparatively.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're not teaching her that, but she's learning it.
Yeah, don't love it.
So I've today actually Suzanne and I went to do our anatomy scan. All fingers and toes are 5s, no 6s there. Luckily, all
Nice.
organs are correct. So it was all good
What's that,
signs.
20 weeks?
Yep.
Nice.
halfway through. Yeah. So lately, we've been avoiding a lot of TV. We've been trying to keep it pretty minimal. We've been stepping away from all the things that she used to get way too much of at the daycare before she started preschool.
Right.
And so now we're doing a little bit of TV in the evenings, and I got Adrian these turtles for bath time, and she got really into turtles. Like, okay, cool, you like turtles, huh? Well, let me bring to you the 1987 cartoon series that I loved, the Ninja Turtles. And YouTube, you can watch all the series all the way through. And I put that on, and I don't remember any of the episodes anymore, obviously. But watching it, I was like, wow, this is a little bit better than I thought it would be. And Adrian is 100% in to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, to the extent that like I'm falling asleep on the couch and she's like looking over me like, Daddy, you sleeping? Turtles. And she'll just look up and it's awesome. So I get to watch all my old cartoons with my daughter now.
First season? She's into that first season?
We're in season 2. She won't even want to go to sleep. She just keeps watching. We're just rolling through them. She's into it.
So Dave, let me tell you, my kids are or Hudson's a little bit older, and I did the same thing. Before they knew it, I was just feeding them all my old favorite cartoons, like DuckTales. I remember. I was like, oh, just check this out. And then he realized, oh, there's the ones that are like 30 years newer. Maybe I'll
right.
Yeah. So when you have the opportunity, you should just really plug away on those 90s cartoons.
Yeah,
dude, I was showing Mila Depression era Christmas cartoons from like back in the day, like before she knew TV, and she loved it. She loved them. And then I tried to show her the exact Ninja Turtles you're talking about in the mid to late 80s. Didn't want any part of it. She was like, what is this? I just saw Sing 2. What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, obviously it changes as they get older. I think the fun part about it is, like we as kids, cartoons were very similar in like quality because it was all hand drawn for such a long time. So we would watch Looney Tunes or the Mickey Mouse cartoons or any cartoon that could have been from the 60s, 70s, 80s. And to us, there was just another cartoon. But now things have evolved so much. Like it's the colors are so intense. But that's also the other thing that I actually dislike is like a lot of the new cartoons are just like these quick turnover, like the colors are oversaturated. It just like it hurts my eyes. Like,
the quick cuts. You got to watch quick cuts without story. Like there has to be a good narrative going on along with the flashy graphics. Because if it's all graphics and it's quick cuts and it's brainless, like Coco Melon, I know is really bad for kids.
Yeah.
So don't show her that ever.
Not on it.
But like the Sing movies, for example, which I talk about a lot, are really
those are great.
Good.
Those are movies. I'm talking about just like a standard 20-minute cartoon show.
Right, but they're also very appealing to the eyes and the brain and stuff like that, even though you do get positives from it,
Right. Yeah. Not that any TV is good for children, but if you have to pick some, you want to try and find the stuff that has at least a good message and story. So,
I think
anyway,
anything with song and education is fine with me. I love when music comes out of, they stick to the music aspect of it.
Well, can I go just briefly in the opposite direction of good for children? I'm excited about this baseball season, and I decided I'm gonna play the new baseball video game. I want to like play the video game with my kid and see how that goes. And so I bought a controller. And by TV, you can just play the game right on your TV. You don't need like a console or anything. First of all, I was not allowed to play video games growing up, so I'm probably there might be an overcorrection problem in my future, where I'm like, because I felt very deprived. I never got to play.
Where Hudson goes to bed and Joe's still playing the season.
Was that
Joe?
Go ahead, Jake.
I'm sure Joe Starkey. I'm sure I played Bond and Mario Kart with you at like Jesse Alter's house and Artie's house.
Yeah, I mean Jesse Alter definitely. I would kind of just be like overwhelmed with how exciting it was when I go to a friend's house. But I
lived in the same world, Joe,
because I never played.
Right.
That was the hardest part, is that we sucked, Joe, you and I, because we didn't have video games at our house. So we go over to other people's houses where they were practicing 24/7, and you just be like, I can't even compete. It was so disappointing. But you'd want to get better, so all you do is play the entire time. And they're like, can we do something else? I'm like, no, we're playing video games. I'm taking full advantage. And the overcorrection, I was going to say that, Hudson might go to bed and be like, well, I'm just going to play a few more games of the 162-game season while you're asleep, son.
I know.
Video games are one of the most addictive things. Like, I quit video games in college because I would play all night and not go to class, like my freshman year. And I was like, okay, this is terrible. So be careful.
Yeah, totally. So anyway, pretty fun though.
Yeah.
Which MLB is like MLB like 2026 or something like that? Or something? What's the?
I bought the controller, and that's all you need is the controller, and you can just like hook it up to your TV and stream it. But no, I'm gonna wait for the MLB, was it the show 26 to come out. But I was playing a ski video game because we were just skiing, and that was fun. Anywho,
Can't replace the real thing. Or can it? Nagano. I remember Nagano was one of the first games that came out, the Olympic one, where you could do like the 1080 flips and the half pipe and stuff like that.
I found out about some skiing that replaces the real thing.
Oh,
So
all right.
this is the Humm Daddies. We are, I think, wrapping up for the night. Anything else you guys want to add? This was a great podcast. Everyone who doesn't think so, you can just kick rocks. Everyone who does think so, like and subscribe. Anything you guys want to close with?
I want to hear, put in the comments your Rushmore, your Bay Area Rushmore, your any other city Rushmore. Compete. Who's your top 3 Rushmore cities?
Yeah, I posted for the Bay, and on TikTok we're getting some action. So thanks for everyone for including your Mount Rushmore for the Bay. But yeah, let's hear Rushmore cities. I think this is a really kind of fresh topic that we're diving into here.
well,
And I'll put one more out there. Sorry, Joe. Give me your top 3 cartoons in the 90s. Was it DuckTales? Was it Tailspin? Was it
Doug?
Darkwing Duck? Was it? I mean, there's Animaniacs.
Patty Mayonnaise, baby.
No.
Doug.
Lots of great options. I want to hear your top 3 so I can set my daughter up to watch these before she's 4 and has a decision of her own.
South Park. Show her South Park right now.
So before we go, our Mount Rushmore: Bonds, Curry, Rice, and who's our hockey player?
Marlo, I would say. Do you think Big Joe or Marlo?
All right.
Marlo.
We live in the exact same place.
Big Joe was on
Boston
before the Sharks. Marlo
Yeah,
went
that's true. But Marlo was Sharks through
he
and
went to Toronto like for a couple of years after that.
I put Celebrini on there already. I just go ahead and I just put
Dave,
it on.
Dave's hockey knowledge is second to none, by the way, guys. His NHL knowledge knows no bounds.
Humm Daddies.
Check out Heat Check on Tuesday.
Heat Check Tuesday, and like and subscribe, guys. We'll see you soon. Humm Daddies. Take care.